All right, what is up, guys? Welcome to the ClickFunnels course. We're gonna go through a lot of really fun stuff here. Basically, the reason that I'm doing this course and giving it away for basically free is because I just want to kind of give back to what ClickFunnels has allowed me to do. It's allowed me to really create like a very large business with a very few employees. Multi-million dollar business, really with only 2 employees, and they're both virtual assistants working out of the Philippines. And if you guys are watching, then I appreciate this very much, and I love you both. So we're not going to go through a bunch of like social proof or anything like that, right? I mean, in the last 12 months, I've made a significant amount of money using ClickFunnels. You can see, in the last week, we've done a little bit over 140 grand, and that's pretty much all profit because it is digital products. So we're not going to do a lot of social proof. If you guys haven't heard of me, check me out on YouTube if you want. It's Kevin David, or join one of my groups, right? We have some of the biggest Facebook groups in the world for e-commerce, Facebook ads, Shopify, Amazon, things like that. And so what we're going to be doing for this course is teaching you how, I won my first 2 comma club. If you're familiar with ClickFunnels, you know that they give those out to people who have done $1 million or more with one funnel. So my very first funnel that I ever did, we did $1 million, and we've probably done closer to 4 million by now in about 13 months with that one. And I will have my third 2 comma club award soon, in probably the next few months. And so I do know what I'm talking about. I promise. I'm not saying any of that to brag, obviously. I just want you guys to know that this course is not from like some random person, right? I've done it. I've created $3 million, multi-million dollar funnels, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that over the next few minutes, few hours. So buckle up, put away Facebook, put away all the distractions, and get ready for the only ClickFunnels course that you'll ever need. And remember, guys, when you are joining, we will have a website here, officialkevindavid.com/ClickFunnels, which will have all of the resources you need, right? How to sign up for your 14-day free trial, how to join our ClickFunnels Facebook group, and how to join, all of the other things that you're going to need to do. Again, it's going to be officialkevindavid.com/ClickFunnels. And there will be resources in the course itself as well, below the video or in one of the little spots that says resources. So let's get into things. What is a sales funnel? Why is it important, right? So ClickFunnels and kind of sales funnels in general have replaced websites. And the reason that they've replaced websites, guys, is because there's too much, like websites are overwhelming, right? It's like, I always give the example, like when you go to the grocery store and there's 100 different types of cereal, it's much more difficult to choose than if there's 2 types or 1 type, right? If there's only 1 type of cereal and you want cereal, you'll take that type of cereal unless it's like some horrible flavor or something like that. But what ClickFunnels does and what it allows you to do is a few very important things. First and foremost, it literally funnels people where you want them to go, right? Like if I see this page, it's very obvious as a consumer, this is where I'm supposed to click, right? There's one button here. And this is an example of one of my funnels that I actually use, I really use in real time. And this is a funnel that we use that works very well for our business. Again, you click the only button here, and this is, again, very obvious what you're supposed to do. There's no real kind of distractions here. It's showing, some proof here. And then literally it's just kind of the submit payment button, and that's all there is to it. So I'll give another example. This is another funnel that I did for Shopify. Again, pretty simple stuff here. A lot of testimonials, very obvious where you're supposed to click as far as your next kind of path in the funnel. So that is, just some examples of the funnels that I personally use, and kind of how to funnel people directly where you want them to go. And this works with physical products, this works with digital products, this works for pretty much selling anything. You want to move people down the line, down the progression of your funnel, and get them to eventually do what you want, which is purchase. And so we're going to talk about ClickFunnels, how incredible this software is, right? You can sell a product, you can collect payment, you can integrate autoresponders, which is basically like sending people emails after they sign up for your email list, things like that. We're going to talk about Backpack, which is ClickFunnels affiliate program. So let's say that you're selling like $1,000 product or something like that. People can sign up to affiliate market your product. So let's say that I have a $1,000 course and I give a 40% affiliate commission, right? People can sign up through my affiliate sign up, and they can sell my course with their affiliate link, and they'll make $400 every time they sell my $1,000 course. And so that's what Backpack is. ClickFunnels, this allows you to build funnels, Actionetics is their autoresponder, so you can build out email sequences, which sends them, send somebody an email after 3 days. It says, hey, thanks for signing up for my email list. After 6 days, it says, check out our mini course. After 9 days, it says, check out our webinar, right? Or whatever kind of the progression is. And then again, Backpack is how you build out affiliates and let other people promote your products for a percentage of the sale price, guys. So that is ClickFunnels kind of in a nutshell. And now let's get into some more fun stuff in the next video. Guys, the first thing that we are going to do is claim our 14-day free trial. So if we come to www.officialkevindavid.com/clickfunnels, you're going to see a lot of really cool resources here. The free 14-day trial link is right here with this button. The number 2 thing that I suggest people do is to join our Facebook group, ClickFunnels Ninjas. And the 4th thing is to download our cheat sheet, where we have some really, really cool pre-built bonus funnels for you guys that you're going to be able to download and use yourself with literally 1 click. So we're going to talk about all of that. And then if you guys want to, we do have a $1,000 Amazon gift card giveaway, and you enter that by following these 3 things on social media, and then you guys have a chance to win. So the first thing that we're going to do is claim our free trial. So we can click this right here. And we'll see that it pops up ClickFunnels like this, and we're going to go to start your 14-day free trial, and we are going to pay monthly for now, right? It's $0 a month, and then once you actually end your 14-day free trial, it's $97 a month. It's super, super easy to cancel, and $97 a month might seem like a lot, but when you're making $300,000 or $500,000 from a $97 a month service per month, then it doesn't seem that much anymore. So I promise you guys, you can do it with ClickFunnels. Just trust me when I tell you it is possible 100%. And so we're going to sign up for our 14-day free trial. I'm not going to patronize you guys and actually fill all of this out. But once you are done and signed up, then we are going to restart, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so once you do actually sign up for your free trial using the first link right here, you will see a screen like this once you kind of enter your information and stuff like that. So I actually went ahead and signed in to a free trial for a brand new account in an incognito window, just so I can actually use my main account also. But I really wanted to show you guys exactly what you're actually going to see yourselves and try to put myself in your shoes. So that I know exactly what you see, and so I can show you exactly what you're going to do. So the next thing that you're going to do after you do your free trial, step number 2, is join our Facebook group, right? Because in our Facebook group, you're going to see free pre-built funnels here. And once we click on this, it's going to open up our cheat sheet, and we're just going to put in an email here. Oops, that's the wrong field. And we're going to grab this cheat sheet. All right, guys, so once we get onto the thank you page, you're going to see 3 funnels right here. There's a cheat sheet funnel, there's a sales funnel, and there's a webinar funnel. So we're going to grab this link, and the only reason I'm copying and pasting it versus just clicking the buttons is because I actually have to be signed into my real ClickFunnels and then the brand new one that I made for you guys. So you guys can just normally click these buttons. But I'm going to paste them into this incognito window one by one. And what this is going to do, guys, is it's actually going to share 3 completely free pre-built funnels. And if you're just starting with ClickFunnels, you don't realize how valuable this is. But I've charged people $20,000 consulting fees to teach them how to make webinars, and you guys are getting it completely for free. So I hope you understand that it's a huge, 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 huge value, and really to kind of take advantage of it and not kind of take it for granted, because it really is going to help you guys. So let's go into the brand new funnel here. So this is the screen after you click a share funnel, and we're going to see that we actually had these created, right? So let's take a look at these actual funnels here, and we can preview them by clicking this little preview. We can edit them by clicking edit, right? There's a lot of different stuff that we are going to get into, exactly how to change things that you want to change. But for now, right, we're just going to look at what this funnel looks like, right? It's a basic kind of cheat sheet funnel, very obvious, where you're supposed to click. It prompts you for your name and email, which is of course saved by ClickFunnels, and all of that fun stuff, guys. So now what we're gonna do is take a look at this next one, which is kind of a drop shipping, physical product type of funnel. Looks very sleek, right? Talk about the benefits. Here you go. Some testimonials, more photos from happy customers, right? Very, very effective. We've tested this a lot with the countdown timer. Works like a charm. And then the last one, of course, is one of my webinar funnels. And this funnel always counts down to the nearest 10 minutes. So you can see that it's 1:39 and there's 30 seconds left. The next webinar starts at 1:40. So that's all done via code. And you guys, of course, get this completely for free, which is awesome. And I hope you guys enjoy it because this is one of the demos that we made a long time ago, but it still looks pretty good. And so that is the 3 funnels, guys. You guys are going to get completely for free. Again, it's so much easier to start with a template versus versus trying to build something completely from scratch. And based on your guys' feedback in the Facebook group, if you guys are looking for a specific type of funnel, I do have hundreds of different funnels in my account, and I'd be happy to share most of them with you guys completely for free, just to give back to the ClickFunnels community and all of you guys for supporting me along this journey that we've been on so far. So that is how you sign up for ClickFunnels, how you actually get our 3 free ClickFunnels directly to your ClickFunnels account, completely for free, pre-built, ready to go, and I'll show you guys exactly how to edit it in just a few minutes. All right, guys, the next thing that we're going to talk about is an autoresponder. So for those of you who don't know what an autoresponder is, whenever you sign up to something, you start getting emails from them. So let's say that you sign up for Amazon.com, and Amazon sends you an email saying like, welcome, and they send you an email 5 days later saying, make sure that you check out all these cool products, and they send you like promotions and things like that. You're part of an autoresponder, right? An autoresponder is basically what automatically sends out emails. And so I'm going to introduce you to something that is very, very valuable with ClickFunnels. Docs.clickfunnels.com has so much to offer for you guys. So like, for example, MailChimp is an autoresponder. So you can type in MailChimp and then how to integrate MailChimp with your ClickFunnels, right? And so what we're going to do is actually the $297 version, because that's the version that I personally use and feel comfortable with, and it has everything you could ever possibly need. And I know $297 a month seems crazy, but it's just not crazy. It's the best value you could ever possibly get if you are working extremely hard using it, and it only starts to scale up and up and up as like more people kind of enter your ecosystem and things like that. So this is docs.clickfunnels.com, and then again you can go to get help right here in the bottom, and you can say, how do I integrate with MailChimp? Right? And like how to connect MailChimp with your sales funnels. You can actually click this help article, or if you want to talk to a real person, you can press submit a ticket here. And then people actually, live people are here. You can send the message, they'll respond, and they'll help you. So those are 2 very good ways, because one of the most important things I can teach you guys is how to solve things you can't figure out, right? Because I'm going to show you as much as I can. But again, this is basically a free course. It's not going to be as in-depth as, my masterclasses for Amazon, Shopify, and Facebook ads, because those are obviously more expensive courses where it literally is everything A to Z. I'm going to try as best I can for this course, but I want to teach you guys, how to find your own help, because it's so valuable to be able to do that. So docs.clickfunnels.com, and then again with this little help button right here. And so what we're going to do, guys, for the rest of this tutorial is actually use the Actionetics and Backpack. So up here, it'll say, like when you hover over this, it'll be blank. Click on it, and you can actually just go to upgrade, and it won't charge you anything, right? After the 14-day free trial, it will start to charge you $297 a month. And if you decide it's worth it, you can actually you can message ClickFunnels and say that you want to pay for a full year, right? And they'll give you a significant discount. So I paid I think $297 a month times 12 months is $3,600, and I think I paid like $1,700 out of pocket for the whole year, and it's gonna make me millions and millions of dollars. And maybe it won't make you that right away, but it definitely has the potential to do it if you're kind of doing the right things and applying what I'm telling you. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna show you how to actually integrate autoresponder into your profile. So we're gonna come up to here and go to SMTP settings and set up email sending. And now what we're going to do is just follow along with what I showed you right before, how to integrate MailChimp with ClickFunnels. And to find this again, docs.clickfunnels.com, and you can just search for answers MailChimp. And so I already set up a little demo account here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the account name, and we're going to go to profile. Just follow these steps, right? Go to extras, API keys. We're going to create a key. Now that this is created, we're going to copy it. And then we're going to go back to ClickFunnels and go to, we're going to go to integrations, add integration. And we're going to do MailChimp. API key here. we're gonna call this MailChimpy so it's more hilarious. Add integration, right? And so now that is done. It was very, very easy. All right, cool. And so the next thing that we're gonna do is actually show you how this kind of works in action, right? So let's go back to one of our funnels, and we're gonna go to ClickFunnels cheat sheet. And here we see the response to what we just did like 5 minutes ago, which is kind of cool. We're gonna go to edit page. And so when somebody actually opens this page, right, they give us their email from the pop-up here, which we can see right here in show pop-up. So when they give us their email, where does that actually go? What happens, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to integrations. We're gonna go to MailChimp. And we're gonna do add to list, right? And we are going to do Kevin David 1. And remember guys, if at any point you need to make another email list, you can just come back into MailChimp, go to lists, create a list here. We can call this one, testing 1, or we could call it, Kevin David 2. The default from address, we could do kevin@kevindavid.com. Obviously, this would be your SMTP email. If you don't have like a @domain email, then just sign up for G Suite @domain email. And you can just sign up for G Suite. I think it's like $5 or something super cheap, and you can make an email like this for your website. There's lots of tutorials for that. Default from name, we'll do Kevin David. You join Kevin David's awesome list, right? And then we're gonna go to save. Excellent, you have a brand new list. Now if we go back into here, we remove this integration. Let me go back to integrations and do MailChimp. Add to lists. We still see Kevin David 1, but if we refresh list from API, boom, Kevin David 2. Right, and so now this list is, when people opt into this particular funnel step, the email list will be added here. So we can actually test this by saving and then previewing. Remember to always save when you guys are done. In this preview, we'll do test@test.com. I always do that. Kevin D. It'll give me my cheat sheet. Oops, test@test.com. All right, let's do gmail.com. Maybe it's smarter than I think. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. So now let me go back in here and we refresh this page, and it didn't work. So let's figure out why. Oh, it's because the send confirm is still checked. So let's go back, do add to list, choose Kevin David 2, and then don't send confirmation email. Save. Now let's try it one more time. Kevin D testing@gmail.com. Be my cheat sheet. All right, so now when we refresh, boom, 1 subscriber. Cool. So that, guys, is how you set up email integration using MailChimp, again, which is it's free up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to show you guys how to do it the free way. How I do it is a little bit different. I actually integrate an SMTP and then send mail directly through ClickFunnels, but that does require the $297 per month option. And so you don't have to have that to do it this way with the MailChimp integration, guys. So that is how you actually collect people's emails, import them directly to lists, and then again, you can create campaigns and templates to send them emails automatically on a schedule, every 3 days, every 6 days, every 9 days, whatever it is. And so that, guys, is how you set up your email, and again, the integrations on the cheat sheet landing page that I gave you. And again, guys, remember, you can give away anything you want here, like a cheat sheet. You could do some recipes. It could be anything you want that you want to give as free value in exchange for people's emails, so that you can then reach out to them later on. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's get to the next. All right, guys, so now we're going to talk about actually how to set up email sequences, right? So once somebody opts in to your landing page, you want to send them a welcome email, right? You want to automatically send them something where you can attach your cheat sheet, or you can just say, hi, thanks for subscribing. My name's Kevin David. This is my story, or whatever you want to do, right? So what we're going to do is press create campaign. And to get here, all we did was click campaigns right here. And we're going to go to automation. Welcome new subscribers, right? We're going to select our list right here. we're going to say ClickFunnels welcome email and begin. Right? And now in our ClickFunnels welcome email, we go to design email. Internal use only. So this one could be like, welcome to Kevin David land, from Kevin David. All right, skip the step. So what we're going to do is actually choose one of these templates if you want like lots of images, right? It's all very self-explanatory, so we're not going to go too deep into this one. We'll choose this one for now. Editing the text is very, very easy. You just click this little pencil and then it brings up a text editor and you can do whatever you want. And then save and close. And then once you're done, save and continue. So it's super, super easy. And then if you want to add more emails, you just press add email. If you want to have it send one day after subscribers do it, you can trigger when subscribers are imported to have it do immediately. Lots of different options here. Very, very intuitive, very, very easy to do. So now when somebody opts in to your ClickFunnels cheat sheet here, this automatic email will send. Very, very simple to do. And we set it up very, very quickly. The next thing I want to talk about really quickly is how to send a broadcast. And when I say broadcast, it means sending an email to everyone in a particular list, right? So we'd come back to campaigns here, go to create campaign, create an email, and we're going to choose regular here. If you do want to set up an automated email, right, like when somebody welcome new subscribers, all types of different stuff for e-commerce, subscriber activity, that's there. But we're just going to do a regular email here, and we're going to call this one broadcast test begin. And what we're going to do is we're going to add recipients, choose list, and Kevin David 2, right? And then you can choose all subscribers on the list or whatever you want it to be. But as you start to get more and more people who subscribe to this list, you can send with one click of a button, right? Whether it's one person or 100,000 people, you can send an email to all of them. And it's very, very, very powerful stuff. So we're going to go to save here. Right, you'd add the from, you'd add the subject line, you'd design the email. If you guys are, looking for more information on, the best subject lines, because subject lines are incredibly important, right? Take a look at my YouTube. Just search Kevin David on YouTube. You'll see me there. And I have a lot of stuff on, how to actually get people to engage, not only from e-commerce perspective, but from an email perspective also, or, post in our private group, and we can do it that way. So this is, and again, it's very intuitive, guys, from to add subject line, design the email with a very kind of touch and play design or drag and drop design outlay here. That is how you send a broadcast email. So now, guys, you have a fully functional landing page with ClickFunnels. You have it integrated with MailChimp, which is free up to 1,000 subscribers. I taught you how to add an automation email, right? That's automatically sending out like a welcome email. I taught you how to send a broadcast email to everyone on a specific list. And after you set up this integration, right, which I showed you how to do right here, it's all kind of happening automatically behind the scenes. So whenever somebody opts in, it's going to update in real time in MailChimp, guys. So that is your bang dang tutorial on how to set up an SMTP, right, or an autoresponder or MailChimp. It's all kind of synonymous. So hope you guys enjoy this one, and let's get to the next. All right, guys, so let's talk about how to actually set up payments, right? Because we're going to want to eventually be able to accept credit card payments, where people can either pay by credit card or by PayPal. So let's talk about how to actually do that right now. So we're going to go to payment gateways here. We're going to go to add new payment gateway. We're going to go to Stripe, create Stripe account, right? And we are going to actually just connect one. We'll call this, what's up? Create Stripe account, connect with Stripe. And so I added this account that I already have set up. So if you guys don't have a Stripe account, it's super easy to set one up. Just come into Stripe and go to create account. It'll ask you for like some business details and stuff. Just fill it out honestly. And then once you actually have your Stripe account, you can just literally log in directly from here into your Stripe account with your normal Stripe username and password. And once you've done that, then this integration will show up here. And so let me show you, why that's meaningful. So for example, something with an order page. Let's take a look at this funnel really quick. And we will talk about this more, so don't worry. But see how there's like a little mail thing right here? That means that it's an opt-in form where you can collect emails. There's a little shopping cart right here, which means it's a order page. So watch what happens, right? When we click here, there's 4 tabs, right? When we click here, there's only 3 tabs: overview, automation, and publishing. But on order pages, you see that there's a products tab, right? And so when there's a products tab, that means you can actually accept credit card payments. So we're going to add a product right here really quickly. And we'll call this one, test. It automatically links to our Stripe account that we named What's Up because we're weird. And then we're going to just, put $97 right here, USD, one-time payment. This will appear on your credit card statement, on your customer's credit card statement, alongside your company name that you set in the payment gateway settings. So you can call this like widget or whatever you're selling, and then you can go to create product. And then now, when we actually look at this page right here, we're going to preview it by clicking this little button right here, and we see that automatically it's populated as test. And it's way easier because I already set these funnels up for you guys. Otherwise, you'd have to like put a custom element, and it's much more difficult. But I made it as simple as possible for you guys. So you can rename the product. Let's say that we want to name this something else. We just come into product right here, and we call this "What's Up," right? Update products. And now when we refresh this page, it's called "What's Up." Right? And so it's just that easy. And now when people enter their payment information here, right, their credit card number, it's automatically going to process. And that's such a beautiful thing, being able to accept credit card payments this easily in a pre-built form that's hosted and completely handled by other payment processors, and then from the domain setup that you have in ClickFunnels. So that is a very beautiful thing. Integrating with Stripe is very, 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 very easy. And we just showed you exactly how to do it and how to add a product very, very easily when you actually are on the order page, for example. So that is how you set up collecting payments. Really quickly, let's go over how to actually set up PayPal. So this is inside PayPal, guys. This is a business account for PayPal. Under Tools, we went to All Tools, and we're going to go to PayPal Buttons. PayPal Buttons is pretty intuitive as well. So we are going to create new button. It's actually not that intuitive, but it's kind of intuitive. And the reason that we're doing PayPal, guys, is because people, I'd say, generally spend, I'd say about 40% of our business comes from PayPal, and 60 or maybe 35% of our business comes from PayPal, and 65% comes from credit cards. So it's very important to have both options. We're going to call this widget. We're going to do $97. Shipping. If you have shipping, obviously these are different. If you have a tax rate. And then what we're going to do is save button at PayPal. You can customize advanced features. If you want them, if they cancel their checkout, you can send them to a URL. If they finish their checkout, you can send them to like a thank you page with instructions and things like that. These are a little bit more advanced, so we're not going to talk about this one right now, but we are going to just create this button. Once we create this button, we can do two things. Kind of the easiest one is just to copy this particular code right here. And then we're going to go back into ClickFunnels and going to go into the edit page here. And then let's say that we wanted to add a little button here, and we are going to talk about how to do what I'm about to do right now with like elements and things like that. I just wanted to like finish my thought here and add this in. So we're going to go to custom. If we search custom here, and what I did right there is when you want to add a new element, you just press this little plus, and then I just typed in custom, and then we're going to open this up, and then we're going to click in here, open code editor, and paste this in, right? And now we're going to save it. And then when we preview it right here, we see that this is a little PayPal button, and we'd obviously want to add text to it that says specific things. But here we go, $97, and you can now accept payments so quickly and easily inside of a merchant gateway, very, very quickly and very, very easily, using both PayPal and using credit cards. And so let's add a little thing right here that says headline or pay by PayPal and get the exact same product, right? And this all looks very ugly, but I'm just showing you how quickly it is. Like back in the day, like when you had like a WordPress site, like this was all CSS, and you had a custom code, and if you wanted to change things, you had to move it dynamically to make sure that it fit on like a cell phone screen and like a desktop and all of these different things. And now it's literally like, if I want the button over here, I can drag it over here. If I want the button up here, I can drag it right there, and I press save and I press preview. And now all of a sudden the button's up here, right? It's unbelievably easy, and it's very, very important to understand, just how incredible what ClickFunnels allows us to do is without any type of coding knowledge at all that's necessary. So we're just gonna save this one, and preview it, and now the button is right here and they can pay by PayPal. There is a way to center it and things like that, but we don't need to talk about that right now. But now you can set up, you have Stripe fully integrated where you can accept a $97 payment straight to your Stripe, and then that will be sent straight to your bank account that you put that information into your Stripe account, or people can press this little button right here and they can pay by PayPal, and it's just that easy. And just to again show you one other way to do it, you can also, this is the PayPal code right here. Instead of copying this, you can copy this particular code where it says email. And then let's say that I wanted to, instead of that little weird button, I wanted to actually add a button within PayPal, or excuse me, within ClickFunnels. I can just type in button here, click button, oops, and type in button here, click button. It'll give me a little button right here. I can set the action of it to go to this URL that I just copy and pasted from PayPal right here. And if I set the action of this button to go to this URL, now when people press this button, they will be taken to a PayPal screen. You'll get a notification via PayPal, and then you can ship out whatever the product is or whatever the case may be in that particular case. And so super, super easy. If you want to edit the button text, you can say, "What's up, buy my stuff," and things like that. And it's super, super easy. If you want to change the button, you just go to themes right here, and we can do a green button. We can do all types of stuff. And we will go through exactly how to do all of this editing and things like that in a few minutes. We just needed to finish setting up the payment gateway. And most people only teach you how to do Stripe, but it is very important to actually use PayPal as well, because it, a large portion of the world is comfortable with PayPal. They've done an incredible job of kind of integrating and establishing brand awareness and favoritism as far as payment processors. So we're going to save this. We're going to go back. And that is how you set up payment processing, both for credit cards and PayPal. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let's get to the next. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about how to actually get a custom domain. And what I mean by that is, let's take a quick look. So if we look at one of these funnels, we see it's what we signed up as, like our email, right? But then it says .clickfunnels.com, right? So what we want to do is have this look a little bit better, right? And so how we're going to do that is come up here in the settings like this. We're going to go to domains. We're going to go to add new domain. And we're going to register a new domain. It's just much easier if you actually do it inside of ClickFunnels. It's like a little bit more expensive, but it's worth the pain that it saves you. And let's do Ninja Life Magic. All right, so here's ninjalifemagic.com. Get. All right, cool. So we're gonna grab it, and they give you one free domain. I think when you sign up, yeah, one domain on the house, which is awesome, right? Like usually it's like $11 or $20. They're giving you one for free, and so what we're gonna do is grab that one free domain, and you see that it's loading up here. So I'm just gonna keep talking and make it seem like there's something to say. Okay, here we go. All right, so then now what we're going to do, we haven't been able to verify that your domain is connected to ClickFunnels. This may take a few minutes, right? So we haven't done anything wrong. Don't worry about that. It just takes a second. And so we're going to click verify, and there you go. Now it's magically verified. And so what this does, guys, is if we go to browse funnels again, and then we choose the ClickFunnels cheat sheet, what we can do now is in settings here, see how it says .clickfunnels.com? In settings here, we can go to settings, and right where it says domain right here, we can now choose Ninja Life Magic, right? And we can also choose the path. So if we want this to say like /, like for example, if you do like google.com/trends, right? Like this would be the path. And so if you want your URL to look like nice, then you can change the path here. We're gonna go to save and update settings. And then we're gonna have to do it 2 more places. So in here, we're gonna do Ninja, update settings, and then last place is right here. We're gonna do Ninja, update settings. And now ninjalifemagic.com/ninja goes to our cheat sheet, right? And it looks much, much better than the other one that was like whole 11k.clickfunnels.com/ like a bunch of crazy stuff, right? So this just looks much more professional. And that is how you set up a domain inside of ClickFunnels, and then change the domain, and then that's how you change the path. And you do have to do it in 3 different places because of split testing and because of a few other reasons. Just trust me when I tell you to change it in those 3 places, and then you can have a nice looking URL, and you can do this, excuse me, with any of your funnels, right? Let's say that we wanted to also change the dropshipping funnel. All we do is come into settings right here, change the Ninja Life Magic. We could change the path to say whatever we want, / whatever, save settings, right? It doesn't change, but then if we do it here, we can do whatever. And then last one right here, whatever. And boom, ninjalifemagic.com / whatever. And so that is how you set up a custom domain inside of ClickFunnels. And again, they give you one for free, which is awesome. So there you go, guys. See you on the next one. Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about how to find a really good quality, but also cheap graphic designer. Like for example, some of these templates have like your brand name kind of placeholders, right? But let's say that you wanted to add like your own kind of branding here. And we will talk about how to do this, but like, you know, you can click on any element. This is obviously an image element. We're going to go to image right here, and we're going to go to upload, and then we're going to grab one off of our desktop, which is you know, one of my logos here. It will upload it, and once it is magically done uploading, we just double click it, and now, you know, it's much more personalized, much more branded, right, and things like that. And so we'd save that. But if you aren't a graphic artist, and I'm not by any means a graphic artist, what I would do is go to 2 websites, right? So Faverr, you can type in graphic artist or graphic design. We're putting graphic designer here, and instead of the default relevance, what we're going to do is sort by best selling. And now we're going to see, you know, 700 reviews, a little bit more reviews, 1,000 reviews, starting at, you know, $5 or $10, right? And these are beautiful designs here. And so what I would do is I would reach out to maybe 5 or 10 of these people, and similarly on Upwork, you can do graphic designer. And there's all different types of ways to sort this. I like to use the filters here where I do, you know, 10,000+ earned, 90% job success. You know, I like to do, let's do $1,000 earned actually. And we'll do $10 below, 100+ hours, and last activity within 3 weeks. And we see that there are 3 people here that we could reach out to and check them out, right? So there's 3 people here. There's a bunch of people on Fiverr. And so I'd reach out to, you know, the top 5 of them, and I'd have them all design the same thing, right? Like if it was like my logo, for example, I would give them kind of what I want it to look like, colors, maybe like an example image, things like that. And I'd say, design this. And whichever one did the best, you know, I'd usually choose the top 2, and then I would try to kind of use them as often as I needed them. And that is how I get all of my graphic design done. And once you kind of find the best people, you can hire them on full-time if you need that. For example, you know, now I have 3 full-time graphic designers that I do employ just because we need a lot of stuff done and we need it done quickly. So we have, you know, somebody in the USA time zone, we have somebody in India time zone, so we kind of have somebody on call 24 hours a day, which is really, really useful when you know, your business starts to get a little bit bigger. So that is how I would find custom designers to do graphics for me and really make things look much more sleek and much more professional. Because although we do share these kind of pre-built, ready-to-go templates, you do still have to, like, you know, make sure everything is actually customized for your particular business. And we will talk about exactly how to edit all of these different elements and introduce, you know, the element builders and how to kind of make your funnels look super, super sleek. So I hope you guys enjoy that one, and we'll get to the next. All right, guys, so let's talk about how to actually mess around with and learn how to use the editor. So we're going to go into just one of these funnels. We're going to go to edit page. And once we're inside the editor, you know, we can do a lot of stuff here. So there's 3 different types of colors, which is important to notice, right? There's the blue color, which is a row. So if we click here, we can add a new row. We can have, you know, this one has 2 columns. We could have 1 column. Let's do a 2-column row, right? We could put like a picture here, dang it. Put a image here. For this one, you know, there's all types of stuff: headline, subheadline, paragraph, bullet list, image pop-up, video, button, you know, all different types of stuff, countdowns, icons, dividers, social share, right? Most of this stuff I don't even use. I mainly just use images, headlines, and videos and buttons. And the rest of it, I don't use particularly often, and you guys probably won't. You probably won't need to either. Countdown timers are pretty cool though. For example, we could come in here, change this one to a nice blue little timer. We could set it so it's always counting down from 14 minutes. You can have it redirect to another page. So like saying like, like a webinar, for example, that counts down from 10 minutes and then automatically redirects to the next page, like the one that I shared with you guys. So if we save this, we can change this. The only picture that we have currently is this Kevin David one, but that's on white background. So we could put it here, right? We could drag it back to where it was. All different types of stuff you can do very, very easily. And then the settings for each individual element, you can find to the right over here, right? There's settings. You can add margin if you want to increase the margin like that, right? You can change the themes, right? You can add borders here. You can change the alignment, left, right, center. You can add a radius, all types of stuff. It's best to just play around, right? It's not possible to cover everything, but I can cover a lot of this stuff. For example, like buttons. If you wanted to change the text, you just go over to button text and I just click in it, right? It's all very self-explanatory. If I want subtext that says, hurry, this offer won't last long, I can do that. If I want to make the font bigger, I just make the font bigger in this font size. If I want to change the font family, I can change the font right there. Within the text editor, if we wanted to add more text, we can just add headline or subheadline. We can copy and paste this in here. If we want to bold things, there's a little editor right here. If we want to add a link, very, very easy. If we want that link to open in a new page rather than to open in the same window, we just click right here. And so, it's all very intuitive stuff, but you kind of just need to see someone, mess around with it and use it. Kind of to understand exactly, how to make things work. So we're going to delete all of this stuff because we just don't really need it. So this is a row, right? If we want to add an element, it's the orange, right? So an element is, one small little part of a row here. See how this one's blue, has the blue outside? If we want to add more rows, we can do that like this. But if we want to add more elements within here, we come and hover over one element and we see the little orange plus sign that says add new element. And we can do that very easily like this. Again, hover over it. You can clone it. You can move it. All different types of stuff. Very, very easy. Drag and drop. Websites used to be so much more like just egregiously complicated back in the day. And if you've been around for a while, you understand how important and how amazing what ClickFunnels does for kind of the non-technical user that wants to create a large business that's very automated. And then last but not least, there is the green, right? So there's blue here, orange here, and then green is an actual section, right? So to add a section, you can do full width, wide, medium, or small. And you can also do my sections, which is like you can save like a template, for example, which I will show you guys how to do. You can templatize both sections and rows. So if we hover over the blue, we can see the save right here. And we can call this my row, which we will talk about in a second. But for this video, I just wanted to introduce the editor. Again, most of what you'll use is just images, videos, buttons, and text. And I've made $1 million funnels with only using those particular elements, right? And so if you want to edit the pop-up, you can show it. You can edit the settings, right? Again, it's still just drag and drop. Your 2018 ClickFunnels cheat sheet, name, email address. I agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. And the reason that I included these is just for GDPR. If you don't know what GDPR is, go ahead and give it a Google search. It's just there's a little bit more stringent rules as far as opting in nowadays. And so that's pretty much it, guys. That is like the kind of basic tutorial of elements, right? The orange one that we saw right here, rows, which are the blue, and then sections, which are green, and contain rows, and elements are inside of those rows, right? So there's kind of 3 tiers of the editor, and that is your basic tutorial of how to use it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let's get to the next. All right, guys, so let's talk about a little bit more advanced types of tutorials for the editor. So if we come into the edit page again, what we can see here is currently we're looking at desktop, right? But there's also a mobile setting, right? So we can toggle between what they look like on desktop and mobile. And the funnels that I give you are optimized for mobile and for desktop. And so you don't have to worry about it for the funnels that you use for me. But for example, like if you added a button here and like in every button, you'll see a couple of things, right? The font size, but you'll also see the mobile size, right? So you want to make sure that it's optimized both mobily and for desktop. Because they do default to being the same, and depending on what your page setup looks like as far as like rows and elements and things like that, sometimes it can be goofy if, like, for example, your mobile size is too big and on your desktop it's too small and things like that. So you always want to be checking both desktop and mobile, because I usually get about 50% of my traffic from desktop and 50% of my traffic from mobile, so it's very important to check both of them. So that is how you do both mobile and desktop. And something else to note is each time you click an element down here in the bottom, you can dictate what it shows on. So for example, let's say that I wanted a button to only appear on desktop or only appear on mobile. So I can clone this, and for this one I can choose desktop only, and for this one I can choose desktop only also, right? And then when we check mobile, the button's gone, right? But if I do mobile only here, now the button's back. And if I do mobile only for both of them, then when I look at the desktop version, there's no button, right? And so what you can do is you can only show certain things on mobile, only show certain things on desktop, or you can just show it each element on both mobile and desktop. So that's something that took me a long time to figure out, and is super, super valuable for you guys. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is row templates and page templates. So for example, let's say that you had a bunch of different cheat sheets and you wanted to duplicate this image with this text, this header, this text, and this button. So what we can do is we can come up and save right here. We can call this cheat sheet header. We can save it as a personal template, and then when we go down here to add new row, we'll see that there's a layout and then there's a my rows. And in my rows, all of a sudden we can choose that template that we chose, and this is so incredible. It took me to figure this out, and it saved me so much time. It's unbelievable, and you guys learned it in 10 seconds from a basically free course. So you're welcome. So the next thing is how to make an actual page template. So let's say that I like this page a lot, right? And I wanted to be able to insert this page into any of my other funnels. What I would do is go to Settings, General, and then I'm going to go to Save Page as Template, and we'll call this Cheat Sheet Opt-in. We're going to go to Create Template, and then it's going to say Page Template was successfully created. And then now, let's say, for example, that we wanted to add that page into a new funnel. We can go to Add New Step here, right? Because all funnels are chronological. They start at the top, and then when people click buttons, if the button action is set to Submit Page, then it'll go to the next step. But let's say that we wanted to add that page to like some other funnel. We're going to call this one Cheat Sheet Opt-in Template. We'll just put Ninja for the path, and we're gonna create it. And then it's gonna be a question mark here until we actually choose the one, right? And you can say show only my templates, and we're gonna do email opt-in, right? So the one we did, I believe, let's try miscellaneous. Yes, here it is. So cheat sheet opt-in. So we're going to select this template, and it's going to pre-build out that complete page that we can add to any funnel, guys. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing thing that's so easy to it's basically like copy and pasting an entire website, right? Which is so difficult to do. It's ridiculous, and it's so easy to do in ClickFunnels, guys. So that's mobile settings and desktop settings, how to make elements, mobile only or desktop only or both. And then how to save row templates and how to save entire page templates in ClickFunnels. That tutorial alone, I've literally has blown people's minds who've paid $20,000 for consulting with me. I hope you guys realize just how incredibly valuable understanding how to utilize all of those different tools is for your business. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, guys, and let's get to the next. All right, guys, so one of the most important things when you actually are creating kind of a website is A/B split testing, right? Optimizing which version works better. Maybe, using one picture works great and using another picture works terribly, but you'll never actually know unless you split test. If you're driving 100 people to your website, maybe you drive 50 people to one version with a picture of, me and Gary Vaynerchuk, and we drive 50 people to another version of the exact same page, but the pictures of like me and Tony Robbins, for example. example. So that would be like split testing. And in practice and in real life, it's actually kind of hard to do that. But with ClickFunnels, it's incredibly easy to actually do this, right? So let's say that we wanted to run this particular page exactly like this, but we wanted like a different logo, for example. So what we would do is we can, when we come into edit page here, we'll see what the page looks like. But maybe we wanted to run, a picture of a woman wearing the necklace rather than just the necklace itself, right? And so what we can do is we can go to create variation here. And we're going to do create duplicate page from free offer version A. So now what this is going to do by default is it's going to create another exact version of what we just looked at. And so if we change it to 50% traffic here, 50% traffic here, and apply the changes, now ClickFunnels will automatically send half of the traffic that you drive to this particular URL right here to both of these pages, right? And if we come into the split tested version here, maybe we want to, for example, move the picture up here, or probably not doing that, but maybe we want to move this section up above, right? So like the people, kind of the social proof saying how awesome your product is right at the top, so everyone kind of sees that first, right? So what we can do is we can save this one, and then when we go back out, what we'll notice is, for this one, it just has, the Kevin David and the top bar there, but on this one, it has the top bar at the very top. And what you'll see here is, since there's been no traffic sent to this, it starts in default saying very low chances will outperform the control obviously being the first one. But after you drive, 100 or so people to this funnel, ClickFunnels will automatically calculate how many people came to this page and how many people opted in, right? How many people clicked the button and did whatever the next step was. And if this one has a higher percentage, right? Maybe 100 people go to each one, 50 people click the button here, 60 people click the button here, then this one will outperform the control. And then all you have to do is declare a winner, right? So let's say that we think this one is the best one. We just press declare a winner, okay. And now this will automatically choose the winning one, whether we pick this one or this one. And now this will be the split test. And you can continue to split test more and more and more and continue to optimize forever, basically, right? And that's kind of like how people really become successful. I've split tested the absolute crap out of all of the funnels I gave you, all of my order pages, my sales pages, all of my webinars, my cheat sheets, everything like that. And sometimes simple does better, right? So that is how you actually do split testing, and it's never been easier. It's so difficult, sending half of the traffic to one place, half of the traffic to another, when there's only one URL. Like, there's a lot of technical complications, but ClickFunnels makes it a absolute breeze to do this. The next thing I want to talk about is on-page SEO, right? So tracking code, this is where you add pixels from Facebook and stuff like that. If you want to do specific custom codes like leads and add to payment cart and purchase and stuff like that. But what we want to talk about right now is SEO metadata, right? So what we can do here when we click metadata is this is what's actually going to appear. It gives you kind of an SEO preview here. Like, obviously this looks like Google, right? And so what we'd want to call this, maybe we're selling necklaces. It's we could call it, KD necklace, premium necklaces for the luxurious modern woman or something like that, right? And then you could do premium necklaces, affordable prices, right? And then it just looks so much better, literally. And then you can add keywords for SEO. You could do necklaces, diamond, jewelry, all types of stuff. And then you can add, the author here. And you can even add social images. So if you wanted, for example, my logo to show up as the social image, obviously you wouldn't want to choose one that's white, but you can choose whatever you want for the social image, right? And so it's very important to add your SEO metadata, just so your funnel doesn't look really unprofessional when you're pasting it in Facebook, or if people are finding it on Google, for example. And so that, guys, is how to split test using ClickFunnels, and then how to update your SEO metadata so your funnel actually appears professional in the Google search engine, and then if you're ever copy and pasting it, for example, on Facebook. So that, guys, is how to split test as a breeze, and then also how to update your SEO so it appears really nice in Google search engines and on Facebook. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let's get to the next. Guys, so one of the coolest things about ClickFunnels is your ability to make very, very easy upsells, right? So let's say, for example, that I'm selling like a camera, right? And I wanted to sell the camera for $100, but then I made an upsell of the camera a carrying case for $50, right? And then I could have an order bump, right, on the actual native order form of, $9 for like some camera cleaning cloths or something. And let me show you exactly what I mean, just so it's a little bit easier, right? So first, let's start with an actual upsell, right? And the ClickFunnels community calls this an OTO, right? Which means one-time offer, OTO. So how we're going to do this is we're going to add a new step. We're going to call this one-time offer camera case. And we're going to call it camera case. Create funnel step. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to sales and then one-click upsell, or OTO right here. And we're going to choose this one. And now once we actually get in here, we're going to edit this page. I mean, we're not going to go deeply into the order page again, but obviously you'd have to change these texts, text right here, maybe like add some applicable stuff depending on what you're actually kind of doing. But the really important thing to notate about an OTO, right, is that an OTO saves their credit card information, right? What we have to do is drag this up to be in between the order form and the confirmation page or the thank you page, right? And so like if somebody buys, let's say for example that we're selling a camera, right? So what we're gonna do in here, just to make this clear, let's actually edit these. So we'll call this one camera, right? And then for this one, we'll call this product camera case. Again, it's linked right into our Stripe account. Maybe the camera case costs $47. And we're gonna call this one camera case. Create product, right? And so now when people actually open this page, they're going to see, click here to add to cart. Well, it's gonna say missing purchase because how this works is you actually have to be in flow. So somebody has to actually buy from the order page to be presented the one-time offer. But the coolest part about one-time offers, guys, is that it saves their credit card information. And what I mean by that is if someone pays $97, they don't have to re-enter their credit card information anymore, right? ClickFunnels has a very secure method where they can literally just add this to their cart in one touch, where it automatically charges them for this product as well. So they pay $97, they enter their credit card information like normal. This page comes up, right? And if they also want to buy this particular product, all they have to do is click here to add to the cart, and it automatically charges them. They don't have to enter anything else. And if they don't want it, they just simply click no thank you, continue to checkout page, right? So it's super, super simple. Super simple, and it's very frictionless. And I've noticed that about 40% of people buy my upsells from as far as everyone going through my funnels, right? So if 100 people go through my funnel, 40 of them will actually buy the upsell, and 60 of them will say no thank you, continue to thank you page, right? So the other type of upsell that's very important to note is called a order bump, right? So let's say that we wanted to sell a camera, and if everybody who buys a camera, maybe they want like a cleaning cloth with it to like clean the lenses. So we'll call this one like lens cloth, right? And maybe we'll make this one like $9 or something like that, right? And then right here it says, should this product be the bump on the order page? We're gonna click yes for this one, right? We'll call this one lens cloth. And for some reason I'm getting a weird error with ClickFunnels, which happens from time to time, but this is an example of what an order bump looks like. It has this little blinking red arrow, and if they want to only one-time payment of $197 today, yes, I want it, right? And so this is kind of what it looks like. Again, if you guys do want an example of how to do this, you can search for my Facebook course, and this is the one that I personally use. And all they have to do is click this little button, and it automatically adds $197 payment to their order, which they can do super easily. And order bumps work extremely well, guys. So that is how you do a one-time offer and an order bump, which are both very good ways to kind of increase your average cart size and make more money per user, especially if you are adding a ton of value, right? You're making a nice like little video explaining what the one-time offer is and kind of things like that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and let's get to the next. Alright guys, in this video we're going to show you how to install tracking code that you're going to need to be able to make data-driven decisions and retarget people, more importantly, if you decide to advertise on Facebook or you decide to advertise on Google or YouTube or one of the things like that. And so we're in settings. Of every funnel has this settings button right here, and then inside of the body tracking code, this is where you put kind of the code that you want to be registering on every page of the funnel. So if you put it here or here, it's going to actually register on all of the different funnel steps, no matter how many you have. And so what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Facebook pixel from one of our test accounts, right? And if you don't know how to find your Facebook pixel, actually I can just show you really quick. So in Business Manager, we go to All Tools, Pixels, and then we go to Setup here, manually install the code yourself. We're going to grab it, and we are going to copy and paste it right there. I like to have the Facebook pixel, and I also like to have Google Analytics, right? And so if you don't know how to find your Google Analytics, you can just go into admin here, tracking code, and then grab your Google Analytics right here. And we are going to put that underneath this, right? And so now we have our Google Analytics installed and our Facebook pixel installed, and make sure that you do this on all of the funnels, right? Because my funnels that I share with you might by accident have my pixel and my global tag are for one of my demos or something like that, and you want to make sure that these are yours, right? So you can actually track people and retarget people. And if you don't know, anything about a Facebook pixel or Google Analytics, then check out my YouTube, right? Kevin David, just search Kevin David on YouTube. I have a ton of videos on Facebook ads and how to use them for any business. I have a video on Google advertising and everything that you need to know, or at least an introduction to it, on my YouTube channel. So once we actually install these two, or copy and paste these two right here, all we have to do is come to save and update settings, right? And now this funnel will have our pixel from Facebook and our Google Analytics tag from Google, and so that we can actually track all the different people out there in the world that come and visit our funnel, and then we can retarget those exact people after they've already shown interest by coming to our page saying, hey, you came to our page, why don't you check out this, or this, or have a 20% off coupon, or ways to kind of incentivize people and entice people to actually continue on through to make the purchase, guys. So that is how you install tracking data for your funnels. Hope you enjoyed that one, and let's get to the next. All right, guys. On this video, we're going to talk about a membership funnel. So like if you, for example, want to make like a course, or you want to, make some type of membership platform where people have to pay for entry, or if you want to give it away for free, right? ClickFunnels allows you to do that in such a beautifully simple way. Normally, like when people have login information, you need like a database and all of these different kind of tools all working together. But ClickFunnels makes it so easy for you to do this. And so let's take a look at this membership funnel. And so kind of how this looks, guys, is like follows, right? This is kind of what it looks like on the inside. And then on the outside is this little kind of login page here. And so they just log in, your email, password. It already does all of this for you, where you can log in now. If you forgot your password, it gives you a place to find that as well. And they seriously make it so easy for you to kind of do all the things that you need to do to run a membership platform. There's like this there's ways to click on the videos, here, like all the different modules. They kind of collapse and do all of this very easily for you guys. And I have kind of an example of how people set up courses, module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bonus modules, and then like a mini course that you give away for free, right? And so if you guys do want to claim this particular funnel, it is in the ClickFunnels Ninjas group right here in the pinned post. You'll see it, free pre-built membership funnel. You can click this and it'll automatically import this into your ClickFunnels. Super easy, right? And so let's talk about actually how to do some of the things inside of here. So this is just like a normal page, right? If you wanted to change this image, all you do is click here, change it. Very easy. Change all of this stuff, right? ClickFunnels handles all of the other stuff for you, and I've already built this funnel for you guys, and so it's super easy for you, even easier than it was for me. And so one of the things that is worth kind of notating, right? If we want to add lessons, all we have to do is copy what I've done, and then you can open the editor in here. And then if you want to change the actual lesson content, all you do is change the text here, and then you click into the video section, and you can see the thumbnail URL right here and the video URL right here. And so you can use YouTube, you can use, I use Vimeo for my stuff. Vimeo is just like a little bit more professional looking, it's unbranded, but YouTube works as well, and YouTube's a completely free way to host videos. And all you have to do is put the actual YouTube link or the Vimeo link right here, and then the thumbnail that you want to appear on the video itself, and then when people click it, then the video starts. So I actually overlay manually. I have my graphic artist put a play button here, so it's very obvious to click this. Right, and then if you want to add like a button, for example, for people to like download stuff, you can put, you can add a button here. Again, you just hover over here, add a button, and there it is. And you can set the button action the same way. Like for example, the button action is, it goes to a link, for example, and then like here I have just like a Drive link where people can like download stuff using Google Drive. You can use Dropbox, same thing. So it's very, very easy. If you know what you're doing. It's probably not easy if you don't, but that's why I'm teaching this. So we're going to delete this one just to keep it kind of a little bit more simple so that there's one in each kind of section, but that is very easily how you duplicate, and you can drag the different order. And then, so let's say, for example, that you want to send someone a sign-up link, right? So if you want to send someone a sign-up link, you send them the secret sign-up URL, right? And they can create an account and they can log in that way. If somebody already has an account, you send them the login link, right? So if you want somebody to get access to your membership funnel and the content that you've put inside your membership funnel for the very first time, you send them the secret sign-up URL. So let's talk about how you want to restrict access, right? Maybe, like for example, with my courses, I do module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bonus modules you have to pay for, but I do give away the mini course for free, right? So when we go to restrict access here, we'll see all of the products that we've created in our ClickFunnels account. So in my previous tutorials, I created the camera, the lens cloth, and the camera case, right? Those are the 3 products. And so what you can do, right, is for the mini course, for example, I want anyone to be able to access that. Anyone who has this secret sign up URL, I want them to be able to access this for free. But let's say that, you know, I have like for my courses, I have a $997 product. And since we've only made products named like camera lens and stuff like that, it's not going to make as much sense, but that's okay because it works the exact same way. So let's say that I wanted only people who bought a camera from me to be able to access modules 1 through 5 and the bonus modules. What I would do is I'd go to restrict access, I would click camera here, and I would go update lesson section. And you see how it like hops, right? So now only people, and ClickFunnels takes care of all of this, they track all of this. Only people who have bought the camera product through my ClickFunnels account will be able to see these 2 sections, right? And I would do this for all of them. I would go to this one, I would go to update, I'd go to module 4, right? I would choose camera, I would update. Module 5, I do the same thing, restrict access, camera, update. And then the bonus modules, I do the same thing. So now only people who had bought that $97 camera product, if they have access to the secret URL, would be able to view these. Now that I've updated this access, if I give this secret signup URL to someone, if they haven't bought the camera from me, they can't see these, right? They still can't. The secret signup URL, all it does is allow somebody to create an account for the first time, but if you restrict these access, then they won't be able to see these unless they've bought the camera first, right? So the secret signup URL is safe to send to anyone after you've restricted access. Like I send the secret signup URL to everyone because I want people to have the Amazon mini course. And if you open up one of these lesson sections, right, what I personally do is I give them free videos. And then I have a very prominent link to the webinar, which sells my course. And then I have a very prominent link to the order page, which allows them to buy the course. And then, you know, I have a link to my Facebook group and I have a link to my YouTube page, right? So I gave a ton of people free value, and then I have a bunch of stuff that I want them to click to actually buy my stuff, very accessible from that free value. And the fact that it's inside of the membership portal already, if they buy the course, they don't even have to create a new login, right? They're already in here. All it does is it buys that product, right? And then that product is registered here in the restrict access, and then it automatically gives them access to the full course if they do decide to upgrade from the mini course, which I don't restrict any access for. And so that is, guys, how you make a membership funnel. And I can't even explain to you how long it took me to figure out what I've put in this 5-minute long video. It's unbelievable. So again, I hope you guys are appreciating this, because it's so difficult to implement a membership platform like this that has, database login credentials and has a forgot password, and to restrict access based on specific purchases, right? And ClickFunnels makes it so simple, and you just got absolutely served up this knowledge on a silver platter. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It has made me into a multimillionaire. It's given me a way to buy my dream house and just kind of live the life of my dreams. And so I hope that it allows all of those same things for you guys. And again, I would never say that to brag. I'm just telling you how powerful being able to create a membership platform like this is, and how easily you can do it using this template and using this tutorial, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and let's get to the next. All right, guys, so let's talk about probably the most valuable funnel that somebody can possibly make. And again, this is the funnel that I share with you guys completely for free, and we've charged upwards of $20,000 to implement pretty much exactly what is in this funnel. Obviously a little bit more in depth, but you guys are getting it for free. And so let's talk about what exactly an evergreen webinar is. And so we can see that the time 7:07, almost 7:08, right? Next webinar starts at 7:10, so it always starts 10 minutes from when the person comes, right? It's on a 10-minute schedule. So if they came at 7:12, it would say 8 minutes left. If they came at 7:23, it would say 7 minutes left, right? And so when you're running live webinars every single day or multiple times a day, you can't run a live webinar every second of every day. And so what an evergreen webinar allows you to do is always kind of give a webinar as if present a webinar replay no matter when anybody comes to the webinar, so they can always join the training. And so what this webinar is going to do for you guys is you can jump in, just like we've talked about before. You can edit anything on the page, right? All of the coding is done for you guys. So all you have to do is just change the text, what it says in the text. Change obviously the images, the secrets, and the testimonials if you want to add that as well to your webinar. And then obviously you change things on the webinar confirmation page to be more kind of fitting to your particular audience. If you want to drive people to your Facebook page or things like that. And you guys can see really behind the scenes of the webinars that I actually really use in my real business that generate millions and millions of dollars every single year. And so obviously, again, you would want to change the live webinar to be your video. And so if you come in here, you'll see my video right here. And you can just add your Vimeo link or YouTube link or whatever you want to add here. And this will all be kind of synced to my own stuff. But you do want to add your own testimonials and links to your order pages and things like that. But this particular funnel, is the kind of culmination of over a year of effort and split testing and things like that. And so it's incredibly, incredibly valuable for you guys. And it's all set up for you with the coding, the automated 10-minute countdown, which redirects them to the next page and redirects them from the confirmation page to the live webinar page when it's actually time to present the webinar. So this is an evergreen webinar funnel that is, we've charged $20,000+ for, that you guys are getting completely for free. So, give it to your friends. Tell your friends about it. I just appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate ClickFunnels. And so, this is the last kind of educational video that we're going to do in this course. I've given you literally as much as I possibly can for ClickFunnels, but I'm always open to hearing your suggestions, guys. So, make posts in the ClickFunnels, the CF Ninjas group, and, ask about things that you're curious about. Start helping each other, right? Pay it forward. And I hope that you guys can be as successful as ClickFunnels has luckily allowed me to be, through a lot of hard work. You can make anything happen, and ClickFunnels is a beautiful way to automate a lot of that process for you, no matter what your niche is, right? ClickFunnels has enabled people to teach how to jump. I've heard of people making millions of dollars teaching how to do handstands using ClickFunnels, right? So go niche, find your audience, make it valuable, give away a lot of stuff for free so that people, come into your ecosystem, and it's all going to work out great for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be active in the CF Ninjas group. And, if you want to reach out to me on Facebook, facebook.com/officialkevindavid, Instagram. Again, I'm Official Kevin David, or the podcast, Ninja Podcast with Kevin David, or of course my main platform on YouTube, where you can search, you guessed it, Kevin David, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the flip.